So 2K23 has been out for about 9 months, I believe, and I've made a ridiculous amount of builds on this game. I'll stand by this to my grave. This game is way more fun if you just make a build that is actually fun instead of just making, oh, meta 6'9", 6'1" play shot, just left righting behind screens. I will say this right now, if you make a fun build, you will have fun. And believe me, I've made a lot of stupid shit, like 7'3" dribblers and paint beasts that dribble. Don't look at the build I'm on. But I'm actually going to be giving you 5 builds, one per position. And all these builds are going to be not only fun to play on, but also builds that are generally good. Like, I'm not going to set you up for failure where you're just using some dog build. Now, these builds can be made on both current and next gen. The only thing is, certain builds you probably need to switch some things around for next gen because the tiered badge system. So just keep that in mind. And also, if there's anything you don't like about the build, feel free to change it. This is your build, not mine. These are how I would have my stats. So, you know, just keep that as well in your mind as well. But I think I've been talking for a little too long, so let's actually look at the builds. Position is point guard, handedness. I'm gonna say this for every single one of them. It doesn't matter. It's completely up to you. Height is 6'3", weight is 170, and wingspan 6'11". Body shape I went with defined. You can go with whatever, but I went with defined. These are the stats for this build. You get a 93 driving dunk, an 89 3 ball, and 95 ball handle, 86 perimeter, 70 steal, 67 block, good acceleration and speed, and a high vertical. Pretty much this build is like an O threat sort of build, and I also made it so it can play defense, and I also put the interior defense up so you're not getting completely bodied in the paint. But overall, if I were to make a guard, I would probably make something like this, something that is well-rounded and can actually, you know, score in the paint and actually do everything else. Remember that I'm a ones player, so obviously I gotta have my defense up. I mean, you can run guard on this build, like I'm talking like meta guard, like if you want to, I don't know, go to threes and, you know, go left, right behind screens. You could definitely do that. But this build is more of the ISO sort of build. Yeah. Takeovers, you get slash, shot, sharp, and lock. So, you know, we get pretty good takeovers. And for the build name, it's some generic and 3-point shot creator. Yeah, we love that name. And let me just real quick show you how I'd set the badges up. So for finishing, you pretty much get all the good badges. You get some extra ones as well, so you can put on whatever. I mean, I probably, a lot of these don't really matter. I mean, you could put on Giant Slayer if you want, maybe get some nice layouts, but whatever. For shooting, you want to get Agent 3s on gold. Green Machine, I always put on silver. You could put it higher if you want, but I don't really see the point. Guard up on silver. Guard up on silver is like goated. And Deadeye on silver as well, with Limitless on silver. Gold amps, obviously put this lower if you're not like me and just dribbles the clock out and tries to shoot with -5 stamina. This might be the only thing that people don't like, is the fact that my blinders is only on bronze, but again, this is more of an ISO build, not left to righting, and I mean, you can change it, put it whatever you want. Playmaking, you get gold handles from Days, Hall of Fame quick first step, and Hall of Fame unplug, so you know, you can definitely dribble for a really good amount of time too, and you won't get ripped. Well, I mean, Pluck is like the most broken badge since 2K20, so, you know, have fun with that. And for defense, you get all the good badges. The only thing you don't really get is probably Menace. Other than that, you pretty much get everything. Now, for your extra badges, for like your +4 from Sam's Quest, +4 from Rebirth, and +5 from the flashback games, flashback games, you want to go Hall of Fame Motivator, so you can get +2 playmaking badges, and put +4 into your well, actually, and then put +3 of your badges into your playmaking. This is going to give you basically 7 extra badges. You want to put +4, all +4 into playmaking, and when you get your next +4 from Sam's Quest, you want to put 1 into playmaking. And that'll let you get Hyperdrive on Hall of Fame. Now you can put whatever +3 you want. I'd probably put it in the playmaking as well, just so I can get Ankle Breaker. Obviously do whatever you want, but that's how I do things. Now, being completely honest, I don't play guard, and I never made a guard, and the guard that I did make was a 6'5", so I guess I don't really count as a guard, it's more of a swing. So taking guard advice from someone who doesn't play guard might not be the best option, but in my opinion, this build is really good. So if you want to go ahead with it, you know, go ahead. but you might be better off actually searching up for someone who does play guard. But that's pretty much everything you need for the the point guard. So let's move on to the shooting guard. So again, shooting guard handedness is up to you. Height, we're gonna go with 6'8", 180 weight, and 7'5" wingspan. And defined body shape is what I went with, but you can go with whatever. Now this build gets a 93 drive and dunk, so you get all the contacts, and 85 3 balls, so that way you can get limitless on silver. 89 ball handle, and that basically lets us get Hall of Fame quick first step. You get an 86 perimeter, meaning you get silver clamps, and you get that 95 steel, which basically lets you get glove on gold, which is busted at this height. You also get good physicals and a good block, and the only thing is your offensive rebound's kind of crucified, but other than that, this build is very good. And for the build name, another generic build name. We love this name. Now for badges, you want to go with Posterizer on gold, Limitless Takeoff on gold, and Slither on silver. And you can put whatever plus the extra one into whatever you want. But obviously we're going to fix this silver slithery. For shooting you want to go silver agent 3s, silver green machine, silver guard up, silver limitless, silver deadeye, and gold amp. Playmaking, silver handles for days, silver unpluck, and Hall of Fame quick first step. Anchor on silver, bronze brick wall, silver clamps, gold glove, gold challenger, gold chase down, and bronze rebound chaser. Now for extra badges, immediately you want to put +4 into your playmaking, and that's basically that you get hyperdrive on gold. Then for your flashback games, you want to put +2 into, or you want to put your motivator on Hall of Fame like the last build, and it's basically that you get unpluck on gold. And then put bronze trailblazer, and that lets us get our final slithery. And then you have +4 to put in whatever you want. If you want to have more shooting, more playmaking for, I don't know, maybe ankle breaker, you can put whatever, but that's how I would do it. And it's pretty much everything for the shooting guard. Honestly, I feel like the shooting guard build is really good. It has pretty much everything that you need. It has good dunking, good finish, I was about to say finishing. Good dunking, good shooting, good defense, good dribbling, good physicals. It pretty much has everything. And you're 6'8", so, you know, you have the height advantage as well. But yeah, that's everything for the shooting guard. Let's move on to the small forward. Now we're on the small forward. Again, position, small forward, handedness doesn't matter. Height, you want to go 6'9", 200 pounds, 7'7" wingspan, and again, body shape defined, but you can go with whatever. This build gets a 93 drive and dunk, an 82 3 ball, 86 pass accuracy, 85 ball handle, 75 scoop ball, 80 block, 85 steal, 87 perimeter, and it also has good rebounding. 82 speed and a 79 acceleration with an 82 vertical, and overall this build is really good. This is probably like the closest thing you're gonna see to a meta build besides the 6'8". It's pretty much the closest thing you're gonna get as a meta build from me. But the takeovers are actually really good. You get slash, sharp, playmaking, and lock. And for the build name, you get a two-way 3-point forward. This is the first actual build that gives us a cool name, and not the generic 3-point playmaker. So starting off, you want to go limitless takeoff on gold, gold posterizer, and bronze slithery. And the final badge you can put whatever, but like I said, we're going to get that gold slithery. Shooting, bronze agent 3s, silver green machine, silver guard up, gold amps, bronze deadeye, bronze limitless, and put whatever the final badge you wanted to. But we're going to get silver deadeye. Playmaking, you get silver ankle breaker, silver handles for days, gold quick first step, gold unpluck, and gold hyperdrive. You don't have to put on an ankle breaker. I just run it because there's nothing else that I really need to run. I don't really think clamp breaker does anything, and killer combos doesn't do anything because I don't do standstill dribbling. Defense, you want to go anchor silver, gold challenger, silver glove, Hall of Fame chase down, and silver clamps. And now we're going to come to the +4s and the good old flashback games. So this is the first one where we're not going all out in one. We're actually going to be doing something a little different. For your first 3 games, you want to go Trailblazer, which is going to give you a finishing, then a shooting, and then a finishing. And that basically gives it so you can get the silver, and then you'll one off of gold, which you can put one of your +4s into that. This also gives you an extra shooting badge, which means you can get dead on silver. And you also get an extra playmaking and defending, which defending I'd put on rebound chaser, and playmaking is kind of whatever. Yeah, and then you have a total of 7 extra badge points to put wherever you want. Overall, this is probably the first unique build that I've actually come up with for this video, and it's probably the closest thing you're going to get to a meta build. But overall, this build is very good and also pretty fun to play on. And yeah, that's pretty much everything you need to know for the small forward. So let's move on to the power forward. Again, position, power forward, handedness, whatever you want. Height is 6'10", 212, 7'8" wingspan, and I went with built because we're starting to, you know, be big men, technically. This build gets an 82 close shot, an 86 driving, 80 standing dunk, and a 99 post control, which not only lets us get good, you know, post scoring, but also gets us Hall of Fame unpluck and quick first step. We get a 79 3 ball, which is, this is probably the first low 3 ball build that we're actually going to be using. So, you know, if you're not used to low 3 ball builds, then you might want to change some things, like maybe lower the standing dunk or the post control. But, you know, again, it's up to you. 83 pass accuracy with an 80 ball handle and a 67 speed with ball. This lets us get more playmaking badges, basically. 82 perimeter, 70 steal, 87 block with a 70 defensive rebound. Again, our offensive rebounds kind of crucified. 71 speed, 76 acceleration, 75 vertical, and a 95 stamina. Now this build actually gets some really funny takeovers. You get sharp, play, and post. I would probably run play and post because it's the most funniest combo. I mean, you know, your dribbling build with post scoring, it's interesting. And then for the name, we get an interior finisher, which is similar to Aaron Gordon, Giannis, and KD. I don't know how all of them got bundled in together to this one build. And now we're going to look at badges. So for finishing, you want to go with Silver Fearless Finisher, Gold Masher, and Silver Pro Touch, with Silver Silver Slithery, and a Posterizer, and also Limitless Takeoff in Gold, with Bronze Back Down Punisher. Then for shooting, Silver Green Machine, Bronze Agent 3s, Silver Amped, Silver Guard Up, Bronze Agent, Deadeye, and Blinders. Playmaking, Hall of Fame Unpluck, Hall of Fame, Quick First Step, Bronze Handles for Days, and Bronze Hyperdrive. Then for defense, Silver Anchor, Silver Challenger, Gold Chase Down, Bronze Glove, Bronze Rebound Chaser, Silver Menace, and Bronze Pogo. Now for your flashback games, I'd probably go all out in Motivator so you can get +2 to your playmaking, so that way you can get Hyperdrive on Silver. And you can also get +2 to your defense, so that way you can get Menace on Gold. And you get an extra finishing, which you can put wherever. Then you also have 8 extra badges to put wherever you want. Overall, this build is a really fun build to play on because not only do you have the ability to dribble, but you also have the ability to do post scoring. So yeah, overall, a very fun build, and you also get a lot of badges, you know, that you can put wherever you want, and you don't even really need to get +4 and all that. You can pretty much just get the flashback games. So yeah, and that's pretty much everything for the power forward, and we're going to move on to the final build, the center. For our final build, again, position center, handedness doesn't matter. Height 7 foot, weight 215, and wingspan 7'10" with built body shape, but you can change it if you want. This build gets an 85 driving layup, 75 close shot, so you can still hit some nice little post hooks. 93 driving dunk, so you get every contact at 7 foot, which is wild. You also get pro big man standing contacts, which is pretty cool. And you also have a 99 post control, so, you know, again, you can also do some little funky post scoring moves, and you also get Hall of Fame, Quick First Step, and Unpluck. This build only gets a 79 3, so again, if you're not used to, you know, little 3-ball builds, you might want to lower your wingspan a little bit so that you can get a higher 3, but for me, I feel like it's the perfect 3-point. 63 ball handle with a 65 speed with ball, and this lets us get a Joel Embiid dribble style. You do kind of suffer a little bit with only the 63. I mean, you don't get like all the really cool moves, but you don't really need them. 69 perimeter, 70 steal, 87 block, 70 offensive and defensive rebound. Get a 78 speed, 74 acceleration with an 82 vertical and a 99 stamina to make up for the 0 handles for days. And the takeovers you get is pretty crazy. You get slash, sharp, and post scoring. So, you know, slash at 7 foot is really crazy, by the way. And for the build name, you get an interior finisher. I know it's the same thing as the last one. But yeah, now let's talk badges. So for finishing, you want to go Silver Fearless, Silver Masher, Silver Pro Touch, Bronze Rise Up, Gold Slithery, Posterizer, and Limitless, and Bronze Fast Switch and Back Down Punisher. Shooting, Green Machine on Silver, Bronze Agent 3s, Silver Amped, Silver Guard Up, Bronze Limitless, Bronze Deadeye, Bronze Blinders, and Bronze Volume Shooter. Then for playmaking, I would go Quick First Step on Hall of Fame and Unpluck on Bronze. Obviously, you know, this is going to be fixed, but you can just change this if you're, you know, struggling with, you know, getting plucked and stuff. And then for defense, this is the first build that actually has like you literally have so many defensive badges that there's nothing to put it in. But you get you get silver anchor with gold chase down, bronze rebound chaser, silver workhorse, bronze glove, bronze box out beast, bronze challenger, bronze interceptor, and silver pogo. For flashback games, I would put Hall of Fame on motivator and make your trailblazer on bronze. Then basically I would put +4 into playmaking, and this basically lets you get both unpluck and quick first step on the Hall of Fame. And this also lets us get box out beast on silver, so you know, we basically get every single defensive badge that's like useful. And then once you get your +1 to your finishing, I would probably put it on either rise up or fast twitch, one or the other. And then you also have another +4 to put wherever you want. Overall, I've used this build, and obviously it's not the most comp build, but I've used it on next gen as well, and this build is very fun to use, especially because of how tall you are. The dunks are just ridiculous. It's near impossible for people to get contested on you. So yeah, all those 6'9s that think that they're so nice, just put your bowls right down their throat.
What do you mean by that?
Pause. But yeah, that's pretty much everything you're gonna need for this build, and yeah, let's cut back to the outro. So yeah, those were all the builds that are not only fun, but also pretty effective to use. And if you use any of these builds, let me know in the comments. But if you like this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I read every comment, reply to pretty much every comment, and yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.
Nomad Beats.